recruitment agencies, how it works here is they would help you find a job, right? That is all about how I was able to get my job within 3 weeks of arriving in Australia. Are you interested in knowing things you can do, tips and tricks that would help you secure a job within like 1 month of getting into Australia, whether as an international student or just migrating in general? So if you're interested in that, definitely keep watching this video. Hi guys, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lola. If you're seeing me for the very first time, Lolita, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, a round of applause for you guys, my loves. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is another video and we'll be talking about how to get your first job here in Australia. I'll tell you guys the tips and tricks, things I did and how I was able to get my first job in just 3 weeks getting into Australia. If you'd like to see, I do videos about student life in Australia, vlogs, studying here, and tips and tricks how to help you settle in here in Australia. Okay, so I've been here for over 3 years now. 3 years plus, over 3 years, and I feel like I know a bit of how to maneuver, and when I say maneuver, like how to get things done around here as a new immigrant or however you want to call it. So if you're interested in moving to Australia, you know someone, I think this video will be useful for you. So click on that subscribe button, click on the bell so you are the first to know when I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Please watch this video to the end because I'll be leaving tips all through the video, things that can help you along the way on your journey of migrating to Australia as an international student or just migrating in general. So I moved to Australia in October 2018. Yes, so this is 2022 now, and it's been over 3 years. And I'll tell you what I did to get my first job. So the first thing I did when I came in was I created resumes. Before I came in, I started like looking online, looking for jobs and trying to see what I can do. And then when I got in, I tried to I created my resume to match like the standard here in Australia. I went online, looked for templates and tried to switch things up so that I would give myself a better chance of actually getting a job. Okay, so that was what I did. And then another thing I did, because when I moved to Australia, I stayed at Sydney first in New South Wales. What I did at first was to I looked for recruitment agencies. Yes, I tried to look for recruitment agencies when I came. So what happens is recruitment agencies are like your best bet when you first come in. And I say that in the sense that, you know, you first come in and you're trying to look for a job. So recruitment agencies, how it works here is they would help you find a job, right? But they'll take a commission from your salary. So you get paid. Let's say, for example, you're getting paid $25 per hour. Maybe they'll take $1 or $2 off. So every hour you work, they get a commission, a small part of your salary, not too much of your hourly pay. And then they link you up with organizations. They link you up with companies, because they have like list of companies that they work with that are looking for people to work for them, right? So usually the recruitment agencies, they would interview you. You go in, tell them, oh, I would like to work, blah blah blah. You apply or you call, and then they would hook you, or they'll do an interview for you. They'll sit you down, ask you questions. Remember when I went, it was just one. I think I signed up for 2 or 3. Yeah, so I'll say when you come in, sign up for at least 3 to 5. So they would give you jobs. If one is not finding job for you, another will find job for you. So you're a casual worker. What that means here in Australia is you are not let's say you are not available to work, you just either call them and say you are not available or something like that. There's no obligation in the sense that if you're a part-time or a permanent staff, you have to give notice. You can't just say you are not coming in except you are sick, right? But as a casual worker, it is more flexible. So that's what it means. So with the recruitment agencies, you're a casual worker, right? So what happened in my case was, when I came in, I applied to the recruitment agency. I went in, they would interview you, they will ask you questions. What are your skills? What can you do? So maybe you have experience in, I don't know. Most of the recruitment agencies, what I noticed, at least the one I worked for, they help you with like factory jobs or what is it? Pick packing. It's called pick packing. Pick packing is, I think I explained that in another way, you are picking things. It's like a warehouse. You pick things from one location and you put them in another location, and then there's another team that packs. So you pick, the packing team are like the online order team. So they'll pick things and then pack it to send for people when they order online, basically. So so they would ask for your experience. Guys, see, it is really hard to get jobs here if you don't. Australia, they're very particular about, sometimes they are particular about Australian experience, but it's understandable. That's why I said sometimes when you come in, you might need to use the recruitment agencies. Of course, you can get jobs on your own, but it might take a longer time. I'm telling you things you can do so you can get a job sharp when you get in, so you can start earning some coins. Okay, you're here to make some money. No, you're here to study, but you're here to make money too. I hope you get what I mean. Please don't misquote me. But yeah, so I went in for the interview, and then they asked if I had done this kind of job before, what experience did I have. Of course, I said things I knew I could do. So I know I work well and everything. And the thing with all these jobs, they will show you the ropes, they'll show you what to do. So if they ask you, okay, can you pack things, or can you pick things, or do you have back problem or whatever, they want to know if you are physically agile, if you can work hard. That's what they're interested in, basically. So I told them, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, like I have experience doing this from where I came from or whatever, blah blah blah. And they were like, okay, fine. So that's the interview process, right? With the recruitment agencies, the recruitment agency would interview you, so they just send you to the company, so you don't have to worry about interviews. The recruitment agency, they've done that already for the company, on behalf of the company. So if they have a job, so let's say company A now calls them and says, okay, I need a girl that can work for us. We need a girl for, like, let's say 3 weeks or 1 week, right? So the recruitment agency would then call you, okay, Lola, are you available to work for the next 1 or 2 weeks? If you say yes, they'll be like, okay, I have a job for you at so and so location. So you just know the day you are working, you pack your bag and you go there, you resume work. So they'll show you what they want you to do at the place, at the warehouse or wherever it is you are working, and that's it. So there's no hassle about interview. The recruitment agency would interview you and they'll ask for your stuffs, and they will do, if they need to do background check, they've done all of that for you. So the company doesn't have to worry about all of that, because if anything happens, they hold the recruitment agency responsible. Okay, that was what I did. So one tip I would say is, please do not say, for example, do not say you speak French on your resume when you cannot, you don't even understand comment ça va or vous parlez français or the basics. Don't, if you're going to lie, please do not lie that you get caught. Don't get caught when you're lying. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to lie about, I'm not saying you should lie, but I'm just saying, don't go and say you can, I don't know, you can speak a different language, or you have this particular set of skill that is very specific when you have no idea. Or say you can do programming, or you can, for example, let's say, okay, you can say you can edit video, you don't even know how to handle a phone or anything like that. So don't lie about things like that, because you get caught at the end. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. Hope that makes any sense. So that was what I did. I applied for a recruitment agent. The only disadvantage with this thing is usually that sometimes the recruitment agencies are going to need people, the companies need people for, like I said, maybe they need you for like 3 weeks. Once that 3 weeks is ending, that's it for that place. The recruitment agency will now start helping you, trying to help you look for another job in another place. So your job is not very stable. That's the only problem. It's not very stable. But at least when you first come in, you'll be able to start working. So I remember I came in October, I think the 7th of October, if I'm not mistaken. I think 7th of October. And by end of October, I was already working, because I couldn't work for like 2 weeks because I had to do my tax file number and all of that. There'll be another video up, either that goes up first, about the 5 things you need to do, the basic steps you need to take, like 5 things you need to do on your arrival in Australia to be able to help you secure a job. Okay, that either would go up first or this will go up first, whichever one goes up first, but I'll link that video when it's up. Okay, so I needed to get my tax file number and all of those things first ready because without that you can't work here in Australia. Okay, tax file number is yeah, they call it TFN for short. So I came in and I was able to get a job by end of October. It wasn't like it was like a factory job. It wasn't like, it was not the best of jobs, but it paid the bills for a little while. So I'm just going to be real with you guys. And it's standing. So that's another thing with all of these jobs. You are standing on your feet for most of the time. I think I explained that in another video. You are mostly on your feet. If it's pick packing, or if it's a factory job or a warehouse job, you're on your feet the whole day. So you might have a 9 to 3 shift, you're standing the whole day, or things like that. So it's very, it's strenuous. It tells on your body with time. So you need to get very good shoes. Another tip I'll tell you, spend money on that shoes. Maybe when you first come, you don't have much money, right? Manage whatever you have, but the moment you gather money, get good shoes. There are brands like Skechers, Hush Puppies, like shoes that their sole is good. They would help you stand well on your feet, because you know you are standing on your feet most of the time, or you're moving around. So get good shoes like that can help you. So that is another tip. Like I said, throughout this video I'm going to be dropping tips for you. So that was what I did, and thank God. I know it wasn't by my power, it was just the grace of God. It was, yeah, I was able to get a job. And another thing is, when you get the job, right, it's a bit dodgy, right? But sometimes the companies actually, because the company also have to pay the recruitment agency for helping them find someone. So a lot of times the companies do not want to pay the recruitment agency, but you sign a contract with the recruitment agency that you have to work with them for at least 6 months thereabout before you can switch to another company, or you can decide not to do any business with them anymore. So sometimes the companies can be dodgy. They'll tell you okay, they'll tell you okay. I remember like there were some people they told, okay, tell the recruitment agency, the company told the recruitment agency they didn't need those people anymore, but what they now did was they'll tell you, the person that was working for them personally, okay, come in on Monday, even though they already told the recruitment agency that they don't need you again. So they'll get you to sign contracts with them, so they are not spending. So what the company did was basically allow the recruitment agency to help them find someone. They'll watch you for a little bit. Maybe you worked for them for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they are short on staff. They'll now be like, okay, come and continue working for us, but don't work with the recruitment agency again. So you now have to find one lie to tell your recruitment agency. That means your job is now stable. The company will give you shifts, whether it's Monday to Friday or how many hours they have available, but it's more stable. You'll be able to work for that company for a while, right? So it's no more, because recruitment agency this week they might send you to company A, next week you're in company B, or you're in company A for 3 days, even 1 day. Sometimes company B, you are in company B for a few days. So it's just not very stable, because you're going to bed, sometimes you're not sure, am I going to work tomorrow, when will I get money, blah blah blah. So it just messes with you to a level. So just that's another thing. That tip I will give you is, the moment you get that job with the recruitment agency or whatever, what I would say is, don't just sit back and be like, oh, I have a job. I did that sometimes, where it was like I got a job and I just relaxed. Don't stop applying. Start applying to other companies, so that before the recruitment agency will be like, okay, we don't need you again, or this or that, you have found another place to work that is more stable. Maybe you now found a job in a company that you applied to by yourself, and you're able to start working, and it's like a fixed, okay, we're giving you 20 hours a week if you're on student visa, but now that we can work more, it's good. So it's like, okay, we need you Monday to Friday, or we need you weekends, or whatever. At least you know you are the one that is talking with the company directly by yourself, and that would be good. So that is the tip I'll say I have for you. So these were some of the things I did. I dusted my resume to match the resume of the companies, what companies wanted in Australia. I started looking for other jobs after I got jobs with the recruitment agency, because you don't want to be stuck just being under the recruitment agency where they're telling you, okay, we don't have job for you, sorry, we don't have job for you, or we have job for you. Your income will not be stable. So if you want stable income, start applying for jobs by yourself. Look online. And yes, I would have another video on the top 5 websites to check, top 5 places to check, apps or websites to download when you come into Australia that would help you find jobs quickly. Okay, so that is all about how I was able to get my job within 3 weeks of arriving in Australia. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to my channel. Click on that subscribe button. Help us grow this channel. Okay, I would really appreciate that. And that is it from your fairy godmother about studying in Australia. So that is all for today. I hope this video has been helpful in a way, tips and things you need to do when you first arrive in Australia so you can get that job. I know you want that job while you are studying. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will be signing out here. Okay, mwah, 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 mwah. Bye guys. Bye guys. So if you are are you interested in knowing how to apply, things to do to be able to help you, things to do to be able to help